Tyler, how you doing?
Doing well.
Mr. Gervais Mansion himself.
That's me.
Welcome to Gervais Mansion. Let's go on the grand tour. This is where you get your glass and you immediately learn that rosé wine is actually made from red wine grapes.
I'm gonna put you in the hot seat, Tyler. You ready for the speed round?
Let's do it.
First bottle of wine.
Today. Oh, my first bottle?
Yeah. Do you remember the first bottle of wine, like by name, that you sat and enjoyed? Sorry, Mom, if you're watching.
No, my mom gave it to me. We were 15. I was 15. My parents didn't really drink wine though.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I split some wine with my mom when I was 15 because in Wisconsin, it's legal to drink with your parents at any age.
Do you remember what wine it was?
Something Italian.
Something Italian? Red, white?
Red.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Cheekiest place to have sex in New York City?
I have no idea. Rosé Mansion.
Talk to the legal team first.
Legal team. I went to kindergarten with my legal team. He's been my friend since kindergarten. I'm cool. He's got me.
Okay, cool.
Welcome to the Secret Garden. In this room, we get to try wine from California, but really, it's about swinging on a swing in a secret garden and overlooking Fifth Avenue. And this is pretty much perfect.
How are you doing?
Doing pretty well. Can't complain.
Yeah. We're, for the people who are watching who don't know anything about you, you know, what was the moment in childhood when you realized, I'm just different? And I have this wild imagination and I'm going to do way better in the world if I just play with that.
Yeah, I mean, you know, I grew up in a family of like entrepreneurs. So like my grandfather was an entrepreneur, and there was kind of no question in my mind from a child that that's what I was going to do.
Wow.
So, you know, I've always been playing around with different ideas. Like I started some like kind of like little businesses when I was like 15, 16 years old.
Sure.
I remember I recently found an entrepreneurship folder from a class that I took that said, what do you want to be when you grow up?
Really?
And I wrote like, and this is real. I wrote, I want to make $1 million, lose $1 million, and then make it all back.
Not for everyone.
Not for everybody. Not for everybody.
Yeah. But you know what? It's been that, I would say that joy that you have, even when you're taking risks, even when you're being bold, to fall down, get back up. You know, how do you keep perspective? Because you've been someone, you know, you started out with 30-person events in your apartment.
Yep.
You know, want to give people a wine experience. And next thing I know, you're at Fifth Avenue and Good Morning America. And you've got this incredible wine pop-up Rosé Mansion. You know, what's that journey like? And how do you stay level-headed throughout it?
Yeah, I mean, it simultaneously happens faster than you think, and it takes, and it also feels like it's taking longer than it should, you know, because going from like 30 people to, you know, 300 to 3,000 to like, you know, doing 80, 100,000 people, it was like incremental. And I guess to like, how do you keep perspective? You just like buckle up and hold on, you know, like I talked to some entrepreneurs and you meet some people that are kind of like new, they've been doing things for a couple of years and they haven't really had any like kind of like catastrophic failures.
Yeah.
And they have like kind of a different view. The nice thing about events is events are, you know, they're a roller coaster.
Sure.
Like you have one good one and then you can have a really bad one and there's not any real rhyme or reason to it. And it takes a while to like learn that. So I think doing events kind of like was more like rapid fire. You know, we did, the last company, Wine Riot, we did 50 events for 3,000 to 6,000 people. Sure. And each event essentially was its own business. You know, like, because you do an event for 6,000 people and yeah, it's attached to this other brand, but we had to bet the entire company on every single event that we did. You know, because you're doing this event, it's like hard costs are in like the, you know, $500,000 plus range. You can't screw it up. Yeah. So how do you keep perspective? I don't have a good answer.
Wine?
That's not the healthiest way to do it, but it does help. It does help.
Thank you so much for stopping by the mansion. Come again. We hope you enjoyed it. Cheers.
Salud.
Salud.
Salud, yeah. Hey, how's it going, founder team? It's Bert Gervais here. I'm doing a little video to talk about why I think I'm the best person for the show host interview position you guys have. So one of the things that stuck out to me is how much Founder is focused on the importance of mentorship when it comes to entrepreneurship. And a little bit about me, You know, in addition to selling my own startup, when I was in college, I had a website called Place Finder that helped students find roommates. I also I was a guest columnist for Forbes.com, where I wrote about mentorship, and I interviewed several entrepreneurs about how mentors help them in their journey. So I think that being able to get the story, being able to make people feel comfortable, to provide exciting and useful, meaningful content is a skill that I have that I think will benefit the team. One memorable thing about me, I once lived in India for a month in UP, Uttar Pradesh, northern India. I lived with several different families and I explored a new wondrous country, and I came back, one, giving up eating meat, and also just a newfound appreciation for culture and family, and it really shaped you know, my current worldview and just broadened my perspective. I think travel does that. So one fun fact. Biggest thing you learned in the last 6 months?
Biggest thing I've learned a lot in the last 6 months. I have learned that I should spend more time planning for the worst case scenario.
Sure.
So plan for the downside, negotiate for the downside, you know, and then your bases are covered if anything happens.
Yeah, that's that Tim Ferriss productive pessimism kind of think through.
Yeah, I'm talking more about legally, but yeah.
Yeah, sure, yeah.
Protect against the downside.
Yeah, talk to your lawyers, brother. Tyler, we really appreciate you taking the time to do this interview. Where can people follow you? When's the...
Yeah, Rose Wine Mansion is the Instagram handle, rosewinemansion.com.
Let's do it.
We have a big announcement coming up. It's going to be pretty big, but I can't say anything yet.
That's right, top secret. So there you have it, folks. Co-founder of Rose Wine Mansion, one of the most exciting entrepreneurs and founders in the country. Your host, Bert Gervais. Thank you for your time.
Thank you.
Let's have a glass of wine.